Hey guys, Dave here and welcome back to the channel. Today's video we'll be diving right back into our main series, which is the 12-month investing and collecting project. If you haven't seen any of the previous videos, what I'm trying to do here is reach my Pokemon collecting goals in the next 12 months by buying and selling single cards, sending them off to get graded, sell all the ones that I don't want to then hopefully replenish the money that I've spent on sealed product and the cards that I actually care about grading. Today's video, I think it's probably a good time in the year to actually revalue some of the stuff that I bought already for the series. My main focus on this video is to look at the booster boxes that I purchased in the last couple of months. I did in fact do a first episode on this series on just actually valuing the boxes at that moment in time, which I believe was the 19th of January, and so it's going to be a really interesting take on just where prices have gone in the last 30 days. Recently we had the Logan Paul first edition base set booster box break, the second one, and so I'm pretty confident prices have continued to rise. I've seen it in all the new product, and a lot of this is still new product, so it'll be a real good gauge as to how well my money is doing. Ideally, I'd love to be showing you PSA cards coming back to me to then basically move on and then buy the cards that I actually want. However, I've got about 6-7 submissions currently in America with PSA, and unfortunately nothing has come back yet. Hopefully that changes in the next couple of months, but in the meantime I'm going to continue buying everything that I possibly can, whether it be sealed product or single cards. Without further ado, let's jump into it. Let's go. Okay, so box number one is the XY Evolutions booster box. So I actually picked this up back in March 2020, and at that point it had been in print for about 4 years. So it's quite a long time. It's unlikely for a set to be in print for that long, but essentially the Pokemon company can do whatever they like, so there's always that risk. But I picked this up March 2020 for £119.95. I actually valued this on the 19th of January, which is where all these original values will come from. This one was sitting around £650, and as of today's prices, we're looking at around £750. So that's a £100 swing in about 4 weeks. This is one of the surprise packages to some eyes, because everybody's got this. You know, this is not a rare box to hold or to have in your collection, so it is surprising that this is so high right now. Okay, box number two, moving right on to the latest series of sets, and this is the Sword and Shield base set booster box. I picked this up back in February 2020, which may have been the month of the release, if not just afterwards, and I picked it up for £109.95. So not quite pre-order prices, it was a little bit after that, so it may have been the month after release possibly, where it was still readily available and the crazy boom of prices and interest in Pokemon hadn't quite started. But yeah, this was £109.95, and I believe I valued this set at around £135 back in January, 19th of January. Looking at today's prices, which is about 4 or 5 weeks later, boxes are selling for around £240, which is ridiculous. Like, that's absolutely insane. It's a set that's still in print. You know, it's barely a year old. It should still be readily available in the normal world, but it's just not. Demand's crazy high, and that's why it's taken that price. Okay, moving on to box number three. It is the Sword and Shield Rebel Clash booster box. So again, I picked this up, however, on a pre-order price. I also had a little bit of discount when I did purchase this box, and I managed to get it for £83.74. Real random amount. I basically had some cash back in my account, I used it on the box and got it a little bit cheaper. I valued this box at around £124.99, so £125 back in January. 4 or 5 weeks on from now, we're looking at around £140 for this box, so not too much of a change there. If I'm being completely honest, I could probably find this box, a case of this box, quite easily still in the UK. It's not all that popular. I think it's had another print run quite recently. Yeah, I can still pick it up. I'm sure it will go the same as every other set. I actually quite like this set. Unfortunately, it's just not as popular as some of the other Sword and Shield boxes. Okay, box number four. This is, again, going through the Sword and Shield line right now. Unfortunately, I'm going through the whole line here. That's what I purchased. This is the Ablaze booster box. This was released August 2020, which I believe that's when I picked it up for. Looking back on my bank account, I paid £91.95, so I think that was exactly the pre-order price that I managed to get it for. I valued this box at about £169, £170 back in January, probably a little bit off on that estimation. That was the going rate on some of the eBay sales, which is what I'm basing my prices off of. However, it's really difficult to find. Just like everything else, bar Rebel Clash, it's very difficult to find this at a retail price. So prices as of right now, you're looking at around £180 to £185. You'll probably get it a little bit cheaper if you do look hard enough, but your quick eBay search is getting you around £185 for this box. Okay, so here is my favourite booster box from the Sword and Shield series so far. Battle Stars is just around the corner. However, Vivid Voltage is, I'm sure, just like many others, their favourite set. Chunky Pikachu, the amazing rares, it's awesome. So I picked this box up at pre-order prices of $94.95, which you can start to see a trend here on the prices that I picked them up for originally. I tend to get them at pre-order price, and you can see those pre-orders are slowly just going up every little time. I actually valued this box at around £150 to £155 back in January, and today's prices, you're looking at about £160, not too much movement there. I think it's well worth that price still. I've actually got about 7 of these boxes in my collection, and I tend to pick up more if I can before they scoot up a little bit further. My feeling is I think Battle Styles is going to be a really good set, but I do think it's very underrated right now. It's not released. No one's got their hands on the product yet, and my opinion is that Vivid Voltage will just skyrocket. When Battle Styles comes out, Vivid Voltage will be there, and amazing rares aren't in Battle Styles, and I think they're amazing. So I think this price is going to rise quite quickly. Okay, box number 6. So this is one I had a bit of a blunder with. I was looking for a Burning Shadows booster box. The picture that was displayed was Burning Shadows, however it was described and titled as Crimson Invasion. I wasn't savvy enough. I saw it for £148 back in October, and I thought it was an absolute steal, which that would have been if it was Burning Shadows. However, this arrived and I went, oh Jesus, I've made a mistake. I'll keep it. You know, I was going to pick it up anyway. I could have got it for around £120, £125 back then, so I did overpay. Prices right now, you're looking around £145 to £150, so I'm pretty much breaking even here. I don't really care because it's part of my collection, but again, to give you an idea of how prices are right now, they are increasing. Alright, box number 7. So this is the Sun and Moon Celestial Storm booster box. I love this artwork. I love the set. I love how the box looks. I love the Rayquaza. I love the Blaziken here on the top. It's just such a cool display box. For those of you who don't know me very well, I love steel product more than cards. It's ridiculous. I want my entire house to look like Toys R Us back in the 90s. That's my goal. This is where I'm at. So I picked this box back up in October, around the similar time to Crimson Invasion. I paid £135 for this box, and I valued it back in January for about £300, which is ridiculous. I'm going to say that word an awful lot in this video. That is ridiculous. Picked it up in October for £135. 3 months later, it's worth £300. That shouldn't be a thing when it comes to Pokemon, but it is, and I'm happy about it. Prices right now in March, you're looking at about £350 to £400. I'll be putting prices on the screen here, just give you a good idea of where we're at. I think that's too high in my opinion. However, it's technically not in print anymore. It's got that amazing Rayquaza artwork. Box looks really good. The set is really nice. Quite a few good chase cards. So it is understandable that it's at that price. However, just like everything else, it's still too high in my opinion. Okay, last but not least, it is the Sun and Moon Lost Thunder booster box. I love this set as well, just like Celestial Storm. This has got the amazing Lugia GX, which I tried pulling myself, but I had to go out and buy. It was just that good. I think this is such a cool set. I mean, this particular artwork on the box, I love displaying that. If I could get a case at a reasonable price, I would in a heartbeat. Again, I picked this set up back in October last year for around £140, and I valued this set at around £250 back in January. So £110 change in 3 months, which is awesome. Prices in March around now, you're looking at just over £300 for this box. Again, it's out of print. It's got some amazing chase cards, so it kind of is justified. However, too fast, too soon. Okay guys, so just a quick little summary as to where we're at with these 8 booster boxes. My total amount spent is exactly £923.54. My total valuation of these boxes back in January was £1,925.98, which you're talking about just over £1,000 gain in the space of about a year. Some of them I've only had for 2 or 3 months. If we go from the earliest one, which is the XY Evolution box, you're looking at about a year. Based on the valuations we've given them as of today's prices, you're looking broadly around £2,315. Comparing between the values between January and February, roughly around a £380 to £390 rise, which is ludicrous. That's crazy. I can't stress enough how ridiculous that is. I'm trying not to complain. It's great that they're gaining value. That's what I expect all this product to do, but not in such a short space of time. I think it's much nicer and fairer that it's going up in those prices over the course of a couple of years rather than a couple of months. My main reason for that is it's just not as attainable. You know, I would be opening up this product a hell of a lot more than I am if I could attain it at a much fairer price. Because the prices are so ridiculous right now, even with new product that comes straight off the shelf, I'm having to prioritize what I do with my money. My main collecting goals is to collect sealed product, and that will always be my priority. And so rather than open up so much product where I'm opening up 2, 3, 4 booster boxes per set, I'm buying that much, if not a little bit more, and just keeping it sealed for my collection. I'm not actually getting to enjoy the cards because I can't always open it. But, you know, it has gone up in value. That is the main positive of this. It is really interesting to see. If we go from my original cost price to the value as of today, the total gain on my money is £1,391.46, which is, for simplicity, let's say that's £1,400. That's mental. You know, that's mental. That's the kind of rise I was expecting to get after about 5 years of holding these. You know, that's what I've had in the past. That's more or less been the case with everything else that I've done previously. So again, I just wanted to highlight where we're at with this series. Hopefully we'll get the PSA cards back relatively soon. Hopefully we'll get some product to actually open and decide if we want to grade those cards. But this is where we're at right now. Okay guys, well that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Hopefully we'll have some Shining Fates and Battle Stars openings coming up shortly. But for now, thank you all for watching. Take care and I'll see you next time. See ya.